Hello, and welcome back to the Macro Gamer channel. My name is Mark Cassingham. Today we're going into week 49 of my Shield Portfolio's weekly numbers. And this is as of Sunday, June 29th, 2025. Last week I was on vacation, so everything looked off the way I did the setup. But now I'm back home, so I'm able to do it the normal way. So let's go into our numbers. So this is our portfolio's net worth. It shows our total information. So we have a value of $622.85. We have a market gain of $40.28, and our money weighted return for that time period from the beginning is 12.49%. And you can see the pie chart here. It shows the different colors for our allocations to our assets. We have our weekly data for week 49. So we have our curve right here. So on June 25th, you can see we had a $30 deposit. So that was $30 just every 3 weeks deposited into the account to buy the assets and grow the portfolio. So this is from June 20th, 2025 till today, which is the 29th. We have a market gain of minus $9.60, but we have a dividend earned of 54 cents. So we have a total gain of minus $9.06, and we have a money weighted return of negative 1.46%. So it's mostly gold giving back a lot of its gains. So that's because we're 45% into gold right now. That's kind of just gold performance. We have our monthly data for week 49. So we have 2 deposits, one here. See the stair steps. This is from May 27th till today. We have a market loss of 18 cents. And we also have that dividend earned of 54 cents, which gives us a total gain of 36 cents for a money weighted return of positive 0.06%. Barely anything. Those are monthly data, so monthly curve. We have our quarterly data for week 49. This is from March 27th till today. We have net cash flow of $150. So you see this 151.04. So we have 5 deposits. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 auto deposits. During that time, we have a market gain of $11.09 and a dividend earned of $1.03 for a total gain of $12.12. We have a money weighted return of positive 2.26%. This is our curve for the quarterly data. And of course, we have our all-time data. So since portfolio inception, this is from July 19th, 2024 till today. So we have cash flow of $585.65. So basically $580. We're going to have that initial $100 deposit. And then every third week, we have our auto deposits. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Now we're up to, which gives us that 580 auto deposit. We have a market gain during that time frame of $37.20. And we have dividends earned of $3.08, which gives us a total gain of $40.28. And we have the money weighted return of positive 12.49%. Whew, still early. Still recovering for my vacation. I'm like not sleeping well. I'm on a different time zone. Just getting back to it. Anyway, we have our weekly percentages on our right. We have our target weighting, so still all the same. Gold at 45% with our GLD ETF. Bonds at 15% with our GOVI ETF. Commodities at 15% with our USCI ETF. Stocks at 10% with our RSP ETF. US dollar at 10% with our UUP ETF. And Bitcoin at 5% with our IBIT ETF. So gold for the week is down 2.85% for market loss of $7.96. As I'm talking about, this is the biggest chunk of our portfolio. So since it gave back this week, my performance is down. I'm still double digits in less than a year, so overall still happy, but who knows where gold's going to go from here. Bonds are up 0.76%, market gain of 70 cents. Commodities down 3.40% for market loss of $3.28. This is also giving back, so commodities gave back, gold gave back. Right there, that's 60% of my portfolio, you know? So it's a big chunk that gave back. Stocks up 2.22% for market gain of $1.35. So stocks are recovering. I think S&P 500 finally got back to its all-time high. I hit my all-time high weeks ago, right? But recovering from Trump's global tariffs. U.S. dollar is down 1.38% for market loss of 85 cents. Dollar continues to fall. And Bitcoin up 3.32% for market gain of 98 cents. That's our weekly percentages for week 49. And we got our monthly percentages for week 49 since the past month. Gold down 1.20% for a market loss of $3.18. So for the month now, gold is negative. It's not a good trend. Not a good trend. Bonds up 1.74% for market gain of $1.54. So actually bonds are good for the month. Commodities still good for the month. Positive 2.99% for market gain of $2.62. So at least commodities are still up. Stocks up. Oh, it's so early. 2.30% for market gain of $1.36. US dollar down 1.83% for market loss of $1.09. And Bitcoin down 2.89% for a market loss of 89 cents. It's a big one for the month, not doing good. I don't know why this rearranged itself. It must have clipped something when I was doing it. But anyway, Bitcoin up 22.68% for market gain of $5.54. That's the quarterly data for week 49. Should have said that quarterly data. Gold up 4.33% for market gain of $9.21. So this is actually not that much. For over 3 months, it's not that much. Stocks up 2.59% for market gain of $1.62. Also not that much. Bonds up 1.01% for market gain of 86 cents. Bonds down 1.36%. I'm going to keep yawning, man. 1.36% for market loss of $1.17. Bonds are down. And US dollar down 6.07% for market loss of $3.94. I think it's rearranged itself by, or if I must hit a button to rearrange itself. Oh well, no worries. All-time data. Bitcoin up 73.88% for market gain of $9.64. Gold up 29.75% for market gain of $30.66. Commodities up 15.64% for market gain of $7.97. Stocks up 1.67% for market gain of 74 cents. Bonds down 1.36% for a market loss of $1.02. And US dollar down 11.62% for market loss of $6.34. So dollars getting crushed. Here's my portfolio changes. No changes. You can pause the screen and look at this, but no changes. Nothing since April 30th, 2025. I had a transaction, so my $30 deposit, that was on June 25th. Had $30.71 here, so we bought our assets. So of that $30, $3.39 went into US dollar, $2.40 went into commodities, $17.11 went into gold, $3.82 went into bonds, $1.45 went into Bitcoin, and $2.54 went into stocks. So these are my trades for June 25th. Then we have our Illuvium staking for week 49. You can see we're still at 18.18 IOV staked with a current market value of $10.26, which gives us a portfolio value of $186.53. So here's our vesting schedule. Our first vest is gonna lock in less than a month now, 28 days. So I can technically withdraw that money, but at the time I bought it and put it in, I would sell it for a loss theoretically. So I'm gonna leave it staked, but if the price goes up, I'll be able to sell it once it's unlocked. Here's week 2. So the most recent one was 365 days ago, which means probably next day or two, I'm gonna add another one. So another $40, I'm gonna add another vest. And then Illuvium revenue distribution, we have no revenue distribution. We have our 3 original distributions of 0.024 ILV, which gave us a market gain of 24 cents, or a combined of 24 cents. So that's it for our weekly data. Now we go into our charts. So we have our gold, our GLD ETF. You can see right here, this red candle. Right here's what I'm talking about. So this is gold gave this back. Right, so it popped on Israel striking Iran, and then it kind of died down. So clearly we don't care about it as much as we thought we did. But the overall gold trend, still up. You know, October 2023, still up, up, still above this green trend line. It might come back into this green trend. We're gonna see what happens. I don't know if it's gonna crash down, it's gonna bounce off of it or what. We're gonna find out. But gold's still in a good trend, so not changing it. If anything, I would reduce it down to 40%. Maybe increase my stocks by 5%. I don't know. See, I still gotta figure that out. U.S. commodities. Oh, my 3 trend lines here are crazy. It's so distracting. So we got a 5 year. So we have our 3 trend lines. It was going into this lower trend line for a while, then it popped up in this upper trend, so I made this extra trend line up here. But right now it broke down, but still in this upper trend channel that's happening. And as you can see, this kind of goes back to this previous peak here, so that's why I extended it so far back. But commodities still doing good. Very volatile, very volatile. But commodities still doing good, so we're at that 15%. Bonds having a bit of a recovery. Look at this, look at it on a 5 year for perspective. Down, 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 down. But look at this right here. So this lower trend line, you know, it broke it, but like now it's bouncing up, so it's kind of coming up. So it's at the very least, it's kind of staying consistent. It's kind of staying consistent with this trend line, with this trend channel. So we're gonna see what happens on that. But right now, bonds are still, I feel like still undervalued. I feel like people can put more money into it, but I guess not. People probably don't want to. People are still concerned about what the Federal Reserve is going to do. U.S. dollar still coming down. Still coming down. So it's below this red trend line, and it's like staying below it, so it's not coming back up. At least not yet. But this is overall pretty bad. This is a U.S. currency, so if you're me, that sucks. If you're everyone else, if you're a foreigner anywhere around the world, you know, your currency is probably doing better against my currency right now. So you might be happy. We have our RSP ETF, which is our stock. So you can see we're still below this lower trend line. Although on the S&P 500, you know, we popped up into it. So now they popped up into us. This is why I say we're basically back at all-time high. I feel like this just happened. I feel like the stock market is so desperate to get their money back after this volatile fucking global tariff shit here. But we're still, for the equal weight, we're not back at all-time high. Remember, equal weight, not heavily weighted into like the 7 stocks, wherever that everybody puts money in. The stocks are still performing better relative to their global tariff day, so they're coming back up. And Bitcoin actually recovering a bit. What's it at right now? Oops. So it's coming right back to that line still coming back to that line. Keep showing this, you know, this decade-long trend line, right, for Bitcoin. But it's coming back up around, it's bouncing around this line. It really wants this line, but so far hasn't like really broken out. You know, it's kind of just stayed around it. But that's basically our update for the week. I made it kind of quick because I'm still recovering from the vacation. I had such a good time, but also now I'm getting back to normal everyday life, and my body's just like not accepting it yet. But anyway, I did do the vacation update to try to stay consistent, so I hope you can appreciate that. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or criticisms, let me know. Have a good day.